And ladies' dress shoes starting at $5. George's Boots and Shoes in Fort Oglethorpe.
What would you do if we told you that all you have to do, or one thing you could do to get stronger, learn about fall prevention, and make your life a lot healthier is to play a little bingo? That's what the Hamilton County Health Department is saying. This is Taylor Teasley. She's the health educator with the Hamilton County Health Department, and we're playing bingo.
Yes.
Well, not us, but you're encouraging people to come play with you.
Absolutely.
So your shirt says, I'm a Bingocizer.
Yep, on the back.
This is not a program that y'all developed, but you've watched other people develop it. And as you said, it's evidence-based that it works.
Yes, yes. Dr. Jason Crandall, he is a professor from Western Kentucky University. He has developed this amazing program with an amazing curriculum that talks about all things fall prevention, from strength to flexibility to balance, how to talk with your doctor about falls, which we know is a very high risk as we get older. And so with this program, which we like to advertise as a game, Bingocize is a 10-week game of bingo that we play Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So I think it's really good to emphasize it's a 10-week program, because one of the challenges, and I talk to people a lot, so I hear information repetitively, and yet it still won't always stick with me.
Absolutely. Yeah, so picking that Tuesday, Thursday was strategic. We want to make sure that they're on two consecutive, non-consecutive days, so that people, like you say, know when to come, especially seniors. You know, they have a schedule that they like to follow, so we're not trying to mess that up at all. With this program, we're going to be offering about one to two, and the program itself, you can do it for 45 minutes to an hour. So depending on how much fun we're going to have, we might use that entire time.
So you mentioned the 10-week session, and by the way, they're still kind of determining a date. So as we're talking, and we'll show you the information, but you'll want to call the health department, and they'll kind of help you sign up, and then they'll keep you in the loop of where to go and when. But do you go the full 10 weeks?
Yes. You want to come the full 10 weeks. If you go 80% of the class, you get a certificate at the end.
Okay.
And everybody likes to play bingo, right? So within that 10 weeks, you'll be winning a plethora of prizes that are really focused around fall prevention. So toilet bowl lights, the grippy socks, anything aging. We have a prize box that will be giving gifts off in the midst of the game, so it's going to be really, really fun.
Okay, so let's play a pretend game. Not really, but you and I each have our bingo card.
Yeah.
You have a real bingo card.
And I'm up the front. So.
Okay, so I'll have my bingo card. You're announcing it, and you call out, B4.
Okay.
And I'll maybe have B4, and I'll put my little thing on there. But when you call out that number, are you then giving us a tip?
Yeah, exactly. Almost to the T. So within the game, it's 3 rows. You start with 3 rows, and then in between the game, there are health education questions. One of the questions is, why do you think older adults kind of choose not to exercise? And it's an A, B, C, D kind of question. Give the Bingocizers the opportunity to talk it out, say what they think, and then I announce what the correct answer is, and then we kind of talk about it. So not only are we playing bingo, but we're applying it back to their everyday lives and connecting, exercise with fall prevention.
I think there has got to be something about how your brain absorbs information. A quick aside, but when my girls were little, and they would have vocabulary tests in school, and we would go outside and we'd play red light, green light to practice the vocabulary words, and they would get the green light when they spelled it correctly, right? But there's something, your mind is freed up, I guess, to accept the information.
Yeah, it's presented in a way that is really fun. And like I said, the game itself is really a conversation where you kind of forget that you're exercising. It's so fun, and getting that information to a topic that is so detrimental to our health, especially as we get older. It's important.
Let's not wait for the class to talk a little bit about some fall prevention steps that people can take on. Of course, it's obviously going to be person by person determined.
Yes.
Do we have a tendency as we get older to not exercise enough muscles, and so like one side of us gets weaker than the other?
Yeah. With exercise, we want to do it as much as possible, 3 times a week at least for 30 days. But for us with exercise, there are many, many ways that you can help yourself to prevent falls by decluttering your house, making sure you have enough light, making sure that you're wearing the right shoes. So when I talk about those grippy socks, if you don't want to wear shoes, at least have some kind of traction. Use your walker, use your cane if you have any assisted equipment.
And I guess make sure too that there's something in place in case you should stumble to grab onto.
Yeah, and like I said again, you can use your walker, you can use your cane. For those that maybe not have that equipment, they can use the wall, but you know, it really helps to kind of make sure that you can see where you're walking. So having a lot of light helps.
I'm sure you're encouraging people to sign up and bring a friend if they want to.
So eventually, with this class, it's up to 20. And so it is kind of a RSVP kind of deal, but we're hoping when we get another instructor that once it's a 1 to 20 ratio, then we'll be able to up that class.
So after all the questions are asked and answered, somebody will fill up their bingo card and be able to shout
and
it
then
out?
they say Bingocize. And so there's music, that we have a celebration button, and they get to pick from any of those gifts, some that I mentioned and some that I didn't mention that I want to keep a secret.
Okay, well, I won't make her tell all of it, but here's the phone number where you can call. It's the Hamilton County Health Department, 209-8366. This is going to be taking place at Purpose Point.
Purpose Point Community Health.
Which is over near North Chamberlain.
2800 North Chamberlain.
But there's a phone number to call. Maybe you'll be one of the 20, and you can say, Bingocize.
Bingocize.
Good to see you.
When Local 3 obtained this video, we went to work, contacting the state, informing parents. Now, the employee is facing charges, and parents know what's going on.
They downplayed it, tried to brush it under the rug.
Getting the whole story.